This is Rashad Penny. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Now Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The gun, Mayfield. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made that time by Kevin Dodd.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was looking for Parker that time. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Mayfield looks to throw. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Mayfield stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Baker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Mayfield now on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
They begin with Henry. He knocks him back. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The pitch goes to Penny. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him. Getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Williams. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
A handoff to Penny. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end in Njoku. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's a give to Penny. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to it, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover.
And it's just caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
They did get a taste of it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. Here's Mackey now set to kick it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Way to spin. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
3-19.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
All right, now look at 56.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it in about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And Hauschka's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So out now come the Jets. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. To throw, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run for it. This is Walton. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gone! Detroit!
Second down, Mayfield. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here we go. 3-19.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So that throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw here. He can run for it, and he will. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Rams have got it back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught at the 20. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively hasn't totaled 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Now a handoff to Henry. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big run that time by Henry. 46 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A give to Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. They're going to give it to him running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll run for it with Henry, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Los Angeles, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the choke code. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in the hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!